Question is this year, will we have a white Christmas? Because we know the cold weather is coming. That's very high. We have very high confidence with that. The question, though, is will there be snow to join in with the cold as well? There is at least a chance, and I want to kind of go through a few model solutions and show you what we're looking at. So the first part of next week, if you are traveling, Monday through Wednesday looks fairly quiet. We'll have a weak system to the north, a system way down to the south, but those will not phase together, so we'll be fairly dry locally. But what we're watching is later next week. So this is Wednesday. Getting towards the middle of next week, we've got a system that's going to start to roll in from the Rockies into the Plain States, and that's going to head east, getting towards our Thursday there on the 22nd, and we start to see the chance for some snow. This is the European model. It's a bit warmer than some of the other guidance and showing a possibility of some rain or mixing initially, and then that would turn over to snow, and we'd see the storm basically phase with a storm on the East Coast. So basically the energy transfers, and you end up with a big winter storm on the eastern portions of the U.S. So if you have travel plans, just know right now there is at least a pretty decent signal. The pattern is certainly there for the eastern part of the country to get a big winter storm. Now for us, we're definitely in that questionable area because we'll have that first wave coming through, and as that phases with the storm over the East Coast, the question is how far west will that be? But we can see at least the chances there for snow in our area. Let's go with the American or GFS computer model. And you know, both solutions, even though they're going to vary, the signal here is that we have a good chance to see at least some snow work its way into the area. So this is, again, as we get towards Thursday. Again, that wave working in from the Plain States. But you notice this model is much colder than the European, so it would suggest all snow. But that would be fairly light snow on Thursday. And then again, you see it phasing with that storm on the coast, and it becomes a big-time nor'easter as we head towards Friday and into Christmas Eve. So again, you do see a couple different solutions, but the overall theme is similar here with the idea for a winter storm on the East Coast late next week. So just keep that in mind. If you have travel plans, maybe want to start thinking about a plan B just in case. Again, locally, we know it's going to get cold. We're talking temperatures that'll be down into the teens for highs by Friday, and possibly lows at least well down into the single digits, if not near zero, for Christmas weekend. And certainly a pretty good chance, a much higher chance than we would normally see, to get at least some snow on the ground. And I would say, especially if you are heading east of here towards like New York, Pennsylvania, those areas definitely looking at a higher threat here for a winter storm that could really impact travel as we get towards, of course, unfortunately, towards the next Friday and into Christmas Eve, when many will be traveling. So keep that in mind. Again, you can see the cold weather coming. This is actually a look at the freezing line, and notice it goes all the way down here, well into Florida, and almost the entire country is expected to fall well below freezing. In fact, we will be looking at wind chills with this pattern going down into possibly the -10 to -20 range by next Friday and Saturday. So yes, we are looking at the coldest air that we have seen for a long time around here. So you just want to keep that in mind. Again, looking at your 7-day, we'll just kind of stair-step our way into that cold pattern. Right now, it looks like Thursday of next week when the Arctic front arrives and we see those chances for snow. We will keep you updated.